Good morning, everybody. Today we will be talking about comparison shopping. Comparison shopping. Do you know what is comparison? Comparison is when you have two things, two food things, or anything that you're buying, two things that are different price. So if they are a different price, you will check what is the cheaper price or which price is less money. Okay, so let's look at the first activity. Read about comparison shopping. Look at the pictures and the title of the story. Title means the top, the first sentence or the first line of a story that tells us what the story is about. Guess the answers to the questions. Circle A or B. So first, we're going to look at these pictures. What do you see in these pictures? So we see some food, all right? Okay, I see a can of tuna. I see a flyer, right? This is a supermarket flyer. This tells me what price the tuna is, or any other food item. I see a coupon. Do you know what is a coupon? It says $1 off ready rice. Coupon helps me save money. Here it says store brand, Roy's Market. That's just the name of the product, For example, Heinz ketchup, French mustard, right? So this is just the name of the food item of the store brand. And this is the name of the food item, okay? And here we see a can of tuna again with the name of the store brand, and the name of the food item, tuna. And then I see something called unit price label. What's the unit price label? This tells me how much money I am paying for this much quantity of the food, right? For example, here it says unit price, 1 cent per gram. So then I need to check how many grams. Here it says 168 grams is the tuna. So I have to pay $1.68. Why? Because I'm paying 1 cent per 168 grams. Okay? Sorry, 1 cent per gram for 168 grams. All right, so the question is, this story is about saving money, A, at the mall, or B, at the supermarket. Which one? What do you think? Number 2, this story talks about coupons. A, coupons, B, credit cards. Which one do you think? Coupons or credit cards? You have to tell me by looking at the picture. Okay, now let's read the story. We have Jung Kim. The title of the story is Save at the Supermarket by Jung Kim. It's important for me to save money at the supermarket. I have 5 children and they eat a lot. I go to the supermarket every week. Before I go, I read the supermarket advertisements and compare prices in different stores. So what are advertisements? Advertisements are like flyer, right? This is like an advertisement or flyer. It tells me if there's any sales, what price is the food, okay? Those are advertisements, supermarket advertisements, and compare prices in different stores. So I said compare means I check. I check the price of the tuna at Freshco. I check the price of the tuna at Food Basics. And I say, oh, I think the one at Freshco is cheaper, right? That's called compare. Then I go to the supermarket with the lower price. At the supermarket, I check the unit prices. So what is unit price? We said here, unit price. This is how much money I pay per or for the quantity, okay? For example, we said here was 1% per gram, so she looks at the unit price. I also buy store brands. Store brands, so names, famous names of food, right? Like if I have Heinz ketchup or French's ketchup, I know I like that. It's a good brand, right? Good ketchup. They're usually cheaper than name brands. They're usually cheaper than name brands. Okay, so Heinz ketchup and French ketchup are called name brands. These are names you've heard. They are famous. But store brands are those brands that are cheaper than the name brands. Okay, maybe no name ketchup, or for example, any store brand that they have, it's cheaper. Okay, I always use coupons, and I try to save money on food like bread, milk, and fruit. So Jung Kim, she uses coupons. The children always want a lot of chips and cookies, but I tell them fruit is better for you. Okay, so what is this story about? This story is about, I'm not going to tell you, you will tell me the answer, okay? So what are the different things that Jung Kim does? Let's see. Mark the sentences true or false. 1. Jung Kim goes to the supermarket every week. Let's see. Yeah, I go to the supermarket every week, so true. Number 2, she compares prices in different stores. You tell me. Does she do that? True or false? 3, she doesn't read the unit prices. True or false? And 4, she uses coupons to save money. True or false? Okay, you tell me the answers. Let's move on. I would like you to do number 2. Write about saving money. Write about yourself. Complete the paragraph. So first, I need you to write a title. Title is right here at the top, just like we had in the story. We had title, save at the supermarket. You can change the title, but you have to give me a title that tells me what the story is about. So what I want you to do is to write a story about yourself, about saving money, and fill in the blanks. Okay, for example, I usually buy food at whatever. You give me a name of a place where you buy food. How do I save money? Well, I Remember, you have to give me a verb and a noun. Verb and a noun. For example, well, I check the flyer, right? And I use coupons. These are examples. Don't use the same answer, okay? So make sure you give me a verb and a noun for each one of these. I usually save money on, so this you're gonna give me name of a food. I save money on bananas, I save money on sugar, whatever. And I sometimes spend too much money on, like Jin, she saves money on food like bread and milk, but her children want to buy chips and cookies. So for example, I spend too much money on chips, for example, right? So I want you to finish this paragraph for yourself. Here, I want you to look at the labels and tell me which one is the better option. So here we have 2 jars of jam, 2 jars of jam. The first jar is Berry Good jam, and the second one is Berry Fine jam. Now, these 2 are different prices. Okay, which one? So I want you to look at the name. I want you to look at what is the quantity. For example, here the quantity is 240 grams. Here the quantity is 360 grams, right? Now here it says 7 cents per 10 grams, 10 cents per 10 grams, okay? So if you're paying 7 cents per 10 grams, right? The price of this jam is $1.60 for the 240 grams, right? So right now we know the quantity is 240 grams and it's 7 cents per 10 grams. So the price is $1.60 for 240 grams. And the same thing we have for berry fine, we have 360 grams. Do you see? This is the quantity. This is how much jam is in the bottle or in the jar. And it's 10 cents per 10 grams. So I have to pay 10 cents for every 10 grams. And I know there are 360 grams, so I have to pay $3.60. So here you can see which one is the better price, right? You're going to tell me, is berry jam or berry good jam is the better price, or berry fine jam is the better price? Remember, you're looking at the price and you're looking at how much jam I get. So if it's $1.60 for 240, this is $3.60 for 360. Which one is the better jam, or which one is the better price? Okay, you tell me. Next, I want you to look at these labels as well. There are two labels here for milk, Dairy Day, and we have number 2, homemade soup, best soup. I want you to look at both labels, okay? And you're going to check which one is the better buy. Which one is better for me to buy for my money? Which one will I save more money? And you have to know how to read these labels, okay? Make sure you check the quantity and the price. Don't just look at the price, okay? And the last thing, practice this conversation. For example, which milk is a better buy? 1 liter for $1.30 or 2 liters for $2.20? B, look at the unit price label. 2 liters for $2.20 is cheaper, okay? 2 liters for $2.20 is cheaper because you are paying less money for 1 liter. Understand? Oh yes, it's only $4.40 per 4 liters. The other one is $5.20. Okay, so please try to do this for your homework. And I also want you guys to do another worksheet for homework, which is comparing prices. So here we're going to have 2 different items. So same item, but 2 different prices. LB means pound, okay? L means liter, G means gram, kg, kilogram. I want you to check both items for each food and tell me which is cheaper. Which is cheaper, okay? So for example, if you see green grapes, $1.49 per pound, green grapes, $1.69 per pound. Which one is cheaper? This is per pound. So it's the same, right? Same unit price. I see $1.49 per pound is cheaper. So I'm going to write cheaper or check it. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a good day and we will meet next time. Bye-bye.